Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. Today is Friday, the 8th day of September. It is Star Trek Day. I have several friends that are big Star Trek fans. You actually were kind of a fan of one of the generations, weren't you?
The Next Generation. I liked that one a little bit. Only basically because I had a TV in my room that only got one channel, and that was what was on late at night. But I did start to kind of get into it.
So when you're saying when nothing else is available, you're a big fan. Big fan. World Ampersand Day today. That's the and sign.
Yes, it
the
is.
ampersand. And National Pediatric Hematology Oncology Nurses Day today. So very specific day right there. But also very awesome people who choose to do that for the rest of their lives. I love that. I've got a guest joining me today. He has chosen to become a filmmaker, and he's doing a pretty doggone good job. Nicholas Maggio is the filmmaker behind the new John Travolta film, Mobland. We're going to chat with him all about that coming up.
It's more important now than ever before to have a better credit card. We would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. You ever get bored at work, Heidi, as you're playing Candy Crush while we're talking here?
I'm not.
Mm-hmm. If you are average, you do. For most people, work week, according to a new research, they get bored. 2,000 people were involved in this survey. 46% get bored at least 3 days a week. Does that sound about right for you?
Okay, yeah.
Among those who manage to stay engaged longer, like me, many set professional goals to stay motivated, like I do. Like, what do we do? Well, making more money is always good. 54% said they aim to do that. I should probably be on that list, but I don't. Other top motivational goals include striving to move up within the company. 53%. Aiming to help create something new. There's one for me. I like that. 50%. The survey also found the feelings of dissatisfaction typically come within 2 years of working in the same role, 46% of the time. Been doing the same thing for so long. I don't remember what I did before this. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help you protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know a Turkish airline is trying to find out if some travelers would pay extra to avoid sitting near babies and small children? Yeah, Corrigan Airlines going to sell an adult-only zone. Nobody under the age of 16 is allowed on flights between Amsterdam and Caraco starting November 1st. They say if people traveling without children get quiet surroundings and parents won't have to worry about their crying or fidgeting kids to annoy fellow passengers, how much to enjoy one of the 93 seats in the no-kid zone? It's an extra 45 euros or an extra $49 US.
Well, that's not so bad.
No, it's not. Is that something that's a big deal to you, though?
Not really.
Yeah, I was going to say, here's the thing. Nowadays, a lot of people, when they get on an airplane, they put in earbuds or put on earphones, and they don't even notice what's going on. Sometimes to the detriment of the people around them. I've been sitting next to people, and then they're not paying attention, and the person's coming asking, "Hey, did you want a drink? Did you want something to eat?" And I have to keep nudging them. They're like, "What?" I'm like, "Dude, pay attention. A little bit would be nice." Heidi. All right, we don't know everything, but now we know this. Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. It's true that Jeopardy passed on LeVar Burton, but his TV days are far from over. He's about to become the host of Trivial Pursuit. TMZ reported that Burton and his team are close to locking in terms for him to become executive producer and the host of the new Trivial Pursuit game show. I think that's kind of cool.
How are they going to make Trivial Pursuit into a game?
It's going to air on the CW. Well, you'll just have to watch and find out, Heidi. The Toronto International Film Festival kicks off soon. A-listers who are not attending have been revealed. So amid the strikes, there's several people. There's a big long list of people who are not going to go. Our names are on this list, Heidi.
We are not going to go?
We are not going to go. I added them in crayon, and we were not invited. But many of the other people who said they're not going, I don't know if they were invited either. I'm also not going to be going to the Toronto International Film Festival 2023. Just wanted you to know, John Small. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now, your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Over the summer, you've probably at least once spent hours fighting for tickets, picking the perfect concert outfit, talked excitedly with friends, and eventually got to watch your musical hero perform live and in person. No matter who that happens to be, apparently post-concert depression is a thing. Have you ever heard of this?
Yeah.
After the anticipation, the buildup, the effort, the excitement, the monumental concert or other big event, it's normal to experience a slump or depression-like symptoms, according to a psychologist by the name of Michael Leno. While she notes, I'll bet it's Michelle Leno. There we go. It is. Michelle Leno. While she notes that the symptoms are typically mild and they don't usually get to the point of actual depression, she offers some tips on how to get back on track after an exhilarating experience like a big concert that was the high point to your summer. Are you ready for some of these ideas here, Heidi?
Absolutely.
Can I give you mine before I read her list?
Sure.
Go to another concert. That's a good idea?
That works.
It sounds like a good idea. Okay, so here it is. First, identify to yourself why the event was so meaningful. That's the first thing. Next, reflect on why it made you so happy and what you enjoyed so much about it. Next, make more moments of joy, whether they involve meeting up with friends or buying a new outfit. Next on the list here, live vicariously through others. When you see social media posts about other great concerts, take a moment to enjoy what your friends are showing you. I think that sounds like a horrible idea. She's the psychologist, though. We'll come back to that one. Ignore the haters who don't understand your letdown afterwards. And the final thing on the list, reach out for help if you need it. Maybe talk to others who went to the same show who might also be feeling the same way. So here's the thing. I think the reason people get bummed out is because they're seeing their friends on social media going to all the cool stuff. And they're like, oh, I don't go to nearly as many cool things. Then you get bummed out. Here's what you need to do is just realize they're only showing you the best stuff in their life. They're not showing you the terrible stuff. You have a great life too. Be happy with your life. Mm-hmm. I'm not a psychologist. Just take it from me. I guarantee that'll make you happier.
I get that though. The whole after a vacation, where you come back, you're like, wow, I had all that planning for this awesome thing, and now I'm back here with.
Oh, that's not what you were.
Back here with this guy in this room.
I knew that's where you're going. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. If you're looking for a new opportunity, South Dakota is calling. There's over 27,000 open jobs at this very moment. Whether you like the city life or if you're more of a fan of the rural lifestyle, South Dakota has plenty to offer. From the Black Hills and the Badlands on the west side of the state to the rolling prairies in the middle with many small towns and the city of Sioux Falls on the eastern edge, there's no state income tax in South Dakota and many job opportunities. Learn more about what's waiting for you in South Dakota at movetosd.com. That's movetosd.com. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Excited to visit with Nicholas Maggio. Going to talk to him about his new film, Mobland. This is his movie, and it's got some big star power. John Travolta, Stephen Dorff, Kevin Dillon. I mean, it's got a lot of great actors. I've had a chance to watch this. It's also a great film. And so I guess for folks that haven't seen the trailer, they don't know anything about it, let's do right now maybe a synopsis of what is Mobland all about, Nicholas.
Yeah, sure. The whole thing started with, I did a photo series in northern Alabama about some kind of small town car lovers. And I shot them, their cars, their lives, fell in love with the environment, and basically just thought, hey, how do I set a movie in this demographic, in this landscape? And kind of the story just built up from there. I didn't I didn't come across any pill mills and violence while I was there, but I have a dark side to my to my creativity, and wrote a story to set a movie in that location.
So when you started working on this movie and you were kind of putting everything together, did you already have some of these actors in mind? Because again, John Travolta, Stephen Dorff, Kevin Dillon, you got some great talent in this film.
I had actors in my head, I think a lot of writers do, just to get you kind of a face to the characters. But no, Stephen Dorff got this first. He liked it. He luckily got it to Travolta once Travolta was on. I had been talking to Shiloh Fernandez. It all snowballed once Steven got a hold of it. And then the cast just kind of kept falling into place as we got closer to principal.
So when did you actually film this? Is this filmed like before the pandemic, or was it just filmed a little more recently than that? When did you actually get to film this thing?
This was just about a year ago, last April, May 2022 in Georgia is where we filmed it. Shot in 11 days.
11 days. That is amazing. So I'm trying to remember from seeing the movie. I don't know if we were told, was it supposed to be based in Georgia as well in the movie?
No, it takes place in northern Alabama. But, movie magic, we shot it in Georgia.
And not to give too much away, but the way the film ends, there would be certainly room for a sequel if you'd like. When you put this together, did you kind of have plans for a sequel, maybe a Mobland 2?
No. I always wrote this as a one-off. I think the story's done with this one. I have other projects where I'm thinking franchise. I'm thinking, bigger picture and to continue the story. But I think for Mobland, I think for me, the whole point of this one, and as you can attest to having seen it, the characters, their stories are kind of spent.
Well, and speaking of characters, you got some great actors in this film. Again, John Travolta, Stephen Dorff, don't forget Kevin Dillon. And his character in this movie is kind of a fun character. We've probably all got a friend like that. One of those friends who maybe not a good role model or probably not the kind of person that mom and dad would like you to be hanging out with. And he's kind of poking this guy going, hey, what's the worst that could happen? Well, we kind of find out, don't we?
Yeah. And going back to that, the whole point of the story is, good guys, bad guys, it's all blurry. The idea that good guys, good people can do bad people can do good. What does that mean? Just because you do something bad for the right reasons, does it mean you're good or bad? So, that's definitely a theme throughout, but you got someone like Kevin Dillon talking you into it. I think you're going to get a lot of people who might choose to do the bad.
Absolutely. We got people all around us with bad ideas. I want to say thank you for a good idea for a movie, and thanks for the time and effort you put into Mobland.
Oh, no. Again, thanks for watching it. I'm new at this, so just having people see the film is pretty mind-blowing. It's a lot of fun to talk about.
Well, you may be new at this, but I think you kind of got it all figured out, and I expect more good stuff from you, so you keep up the good work, sir.
Well, I appreciate that. I'll come on the show anytime with that attitude.
Absolutely. We'd love to have you back.
Thank you so much.
I really liked that first scene and the last scene. I thought it was a really good touch, how that all kind of just comes together.
Well, a fun little fact, those are my hands picking up the cartridges at the beginning and end.
So you can officially say you are a stand-in for John Travolta.
I'm an official hand stand-in for John Travolta.
See, now I think if it were me, I would have that on my resume as well. So in addition to all these other cool things you're doing, John Travolta hand stand-in. But I suppose if that was there, we couldn't get you on the John and Heidi show. So thanks for taking the time to chat with us.
Thank you so much.
Again, our guest today has been Nicholas Maggio. His new film is out right now. It's called Mobland, and I've got a link to the trailer and a link to find the streaming options for it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
It's more important now than ever before to have a better credit card. We would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Ranch dressing is dyed with titanium dioxide, the same coloring used in sunscreen, to make it whiter. So,
whoa!
I think you could just send it to me any color and I'd be fine.
Whoa!
Do you feel like we need our ranch dressing dyed a certain color?
I guess I didn't know it was dyed a certain color.
I'll just take free-range ranch dressing from now on.
Huh.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Poison oak is not an oak. And poison ivy is not an ivy. Both are members of the cashew family.
Really?
Yeah. How crazy is that? Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Salty and spicy snacks can act as antidepressants. I don't know if that's true, but I'm worth testing it out. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A lethal dose of chocolate for human beings is about 22 pounds or
Jeez.
40 Hershey bars.
Yeah.
Yikes. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Vodka can be used as shampoo. Is that why we have vodka in the shower?
Yes,
That's
that
what
is
it
why.
All right, several fun facts. Now, thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help you protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com. Question, Heidi. A survey shows that 80% of us were not allowed to do this while in high school. What is it?
Drink.
No, that should be far higher than 80%. Swear in front of your parents.
Oh.
80%. Did you swear in front of your
I
parents?
didn't.
You know what? I didn't either. And I think that's a good thing. My brother Jason is 50 years old, over 50 now, 51, and he still won't even say like a minor swear word in front of our mother. I think it's adorable. It's adorable. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Some scientists are calling on Gen Z to drink more beer. And they say, hey, lay off the trendy TikTok foods. Okay. I'll read it to you. This is why it's weird news. Researchers at China's Dailin Medical University wrote that cracking open a cold one can have a great effect on gut health, and it's better than probiotics, actually. Like the ones being touted in videos, things like yogurt and kombucha and sauerkraut and pickles and miso and a bunch of other things, sourdough bread, certain cheeses.
Well,
anyway,
that's interesting, though, isn't it?
They're saying beer is rich in antioxidant-boosting compound known as polyphenol. Paired with the brew's fiber content, it shows potential to enhance the development of healthy gut microorganisms, like through probiotic mechanisms, according to the researchers. So,
well, that's pretty great.
Yeah. So what they're saying is more beer, less sauerkraut, or whatever the other things were. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Ageless celebrities. Reddit said, which celebrities have aged super well? Think of somebody right now, Heidi, and say their name. Ageless, who do you think aged really well? Celebrities.
Oh my gosh, so many people have.
I think Jason Bateman, the guy from Full House. What's
Bateman
that guy's name?
Absolutely
something.
adorable. John Stamos.
He did. So let's see what the people say.
And Ant-Man.
Okay, yeah, Paul Rudd. He's on the list. Marissa Tomei. Jennifer Connelly is 52, but she's on the list. Paul Rudd looks 20 years younger than he really is. Salma Hayek is another one. A non-traditional choice, they said Eminem, aged really well. Halle Berry, Ethan Hawke,
Halle Berry.
Elijah Wood, Magic Johnson. They're like, Magic Johnson still looks amazing. Jeff Bridges, J-Lo, Angela Bassett, or Bassett, however you want to say it. Kate Beckinsale, she's 50, but she looks like she's in her 30s. And Benedict Cumberbatch, which is, just fun to say. So there you go. So there you go. If you're interested in reading the whole list, I've got it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. If you're looking for a new opportunity, South Dakota is calling. There's over 27,000 open jobs at this very moment. Whether you like the city life or if you're more of a fan of the rural lifestyle, South Dakota has plenty to offer. From the Black Hills and the Badlands on the west side of the state to the rolling prairies in the middle with many small towns and the city of Sioux Falls on the eastern edge, there's no state income tax in South Dakota and many job opportunities. Learn more about what's waiting for you in South Dakota at movetosd.com. That's movetosd.com. Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of insurancechicken.com. Benjamin Franklin said, "Wine is constant proof that God loves us and he loves to see us happy."
I love that quote.
That is a great quote. You know, I'm not a big wine guy, but Heidi bought some wine that she decided she didn't like, and then I drank some of that, and I was like, oh, that's not bad. So Heidi's like, ooh, I'm going to get more of that wine. She's going to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
That's what she didn't say, but I was hoping she would say. She's my wife, by the way, for those of you who don't know that. This has been the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of insurancechicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. I love this story. It comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. Here's a headline for you, Heidi. After a long overnight shift, some officers returned to a man's home to help with his yard. I love this. A group of off-duty police officers in Kentucky went above and beyond the call of duty to assist a resident whose health had prevented him from maintaining his yard. While assisting Florence Fire and EMS on a medical call at a home, police officers Michael Stanland, Hunter Jacobs, Andrew Fields, and McKeon Cook noticed the lawn and the landscaping had kind of gotten overgrown. I can see that, can't you?
Yeah.
Later, they learned that the resident was in poor health and unable to maintain the lawn. After they got off work from their overnight shift, they gathered their own lawn equipment and they went back to the home to mow the lawn and clean up the landscaping.
Oh, wow.
In speaking with the officers, none of them did it for recognition. They did it because they knew it was the right thing to do, and they like to help those in need. They hope this will inspire others to never pass up an opportunity to perform an act of kindness. I love that. Mm-hmm. So, and I was raised that way, by the way. When we were kids, we would shovel snow, like in the winter, grew up in the winters of South Dakota. We didn't have a snowblower, but we had a bunch of rental properties, like 60-some rental properties. And when we were shoveling the sidewalks for our rental properties, most of the time, we would shovel the sidewalks of the people who lived on each side of our properties as well.
Right.
Because there were a lot of older people who lived next door. So we would just start here, and if you're going to shovel, what's an extra 20 feet? I mean, just do it. So we did that all the time. And I think it's the right thing to do. And I'll tell you what, it makes you feel really good when you're helping somebody. So I love the fact that these guys showed up and did this. And I'm really glad that somebody got a photo and posted it on the internet and made a big story out of the deal. So time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to The John and Heidi Show.